It is Wednesday night, and we are here together, Tina and I, once again. We're here to talk about fitness on fire.
Fire!
I am, just in case you didn't know, I am Carmel Jean Francois. I am out of the New York City area. I have partnered up, with Fitness on Fire, right? And I like to say I am one out of two people that make a Fitness on Fire. This amazing human is the second one. I am, along with Tina, the two of us are on a mission to change lives. Tina, how are we doing that exactly?
How are we doing that? We are doing that by building community. We are doing that by building accountability because everybody wants that in their life, right? But we're picking specific people, women that are 40 plus. You can be younger, but really 40 plus, yes? Carmel and I were just like riding down the road of life. And they were like, hey, we're doing the same thing. So we've joined forces, guys. She has CFIT coaching. I have Elite Stars Fitness. And together we bring you fitness on fire. The X stands for experience.
Experience.
Because when you come with us, you're going to get an experience you're never going to forget in your life. And you're probably saying, well, what makes you guys so different? Well, let me tell you what makes us different, okay? First of all, our foundation is built on mindset because everything you do in life has to do with your mindset, how you're looking into things and that sort of stuff. The second thing is nutrition, and Carmel is a vegan and she's focused in nutrition and she handles that. And then lastly, together we bring you movement and exercise. And Carmel, great class tonight. I was typing away saying how great you did. She's doing if you see their Fitness on Fire, this is our YouTube channel, guys, and our numbers are growing and we are loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. Fitness on Fire is the YouTube channel. Go there. She's doing a ab challenge every night. So hop on there. But Carmel, can you tell them what we're up to? Like the big biggie, why we're here today?
Yeah, we're so excited, folks. We're so excited because I don't know, you might have seen in our social media posts that we are hosting an event, right? So Tina had this great big vision, and I said, oh, I want in, right? And then I said, what are we going to do? And what we're doing is we have gotten a space. So we secured a space. We have a stage, folks. We have a stage. What we're doing, we're inviting other folks onto the stage with us to say, hey, you are an expert in your field. You're an expert in your field. You're passionate. We're all passionate about our field. We're passionate about the fact that we know we did it and others can do it too. So what we did, we invited our friends, people that know their craft, are passionate about it, and are passionate about teaching others, so that we made this a collaborative effort, and we called this the Women's Empowerment Event, so that every woman and man, because we're not leaving the dudes out, that walks out of the door at the end of the day feel so much more empowered than when they walked in. So Tina, tell them a little bit more about who we have on stage and our special
Yes,
night.
yes, yes. So what we've been doing for the past few weeks, and it's going to continue as we get closer to the event, is give you a little sneak peek of who will be speaking. And when we started searching for the speakers that we wanted, first of all, I said it had to be someone that motivated me, someone who inspired me. And you got to be pretty good if you inspire me because I'm kind of up there when it comes to like being motivated. And I had the great opportunity to work with this woman, audition with her. Like we started from the bottom of the like bike, just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get this, and then getting through and her energy, her excitement. It's funny because when I talk to her, I guess when people talk to me, Carmel, they probably think the same thing. I'm like, is she for real? Is she really that happy? She really that I'm legit when she's talking to me, looking at my phone, like, are you real? But I'm sure people do the same thing with me. And I'm not going to share her story because I want her to share it with you, but it's just great. So, guys, make some noise. Give it up for Sharon. Hey, girl, hey.
Hello. Hi.
Sharon,
Hi,
hey, girl,
everyone.
hi. I'm going to remove us and let you speak for a bit, and then we're going to like question and answer you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfect. That's
Wonderful, because I
perfect.
am so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited to be here too. So, yes, same thing. I mean, Tina and I have, crossed paths, in the past. And same thing. I strive on high energy. But first, I want to introduce myself. My name is Sharon. I am from New Jersey. I am right outside, like the New York City, limits. And I'm excited to be a part of the Women's Empowerment event. If there's one thing that I love to do, I love to motivate. I love to take people under my wing. I want to inspire them to be the best that they can be. So I'll give you the short version of who I am and how I kind of got here and why I'm going to join these fabulous women on August 13th in Rahway, New Jersey at this fabulous event. So I went through a lot in life, and the brief version of my entrepreneur journey is even from a child and growing up into my adulthood, I always loved being creative. And I always had to tap into that. So actually, even before the pandemic, I was an esthetician. I'm an ER nurse now, and I'm an owner of my own business, Chich Beauty Boutique, which you can find on Instagram, and I'm sure we're going to share all that great information with you. But before I was into that nursing and that creativity side, I was making hair clips. I used to go to the hair salon just like everybody else did, get their hair, and I said, you know what? I could kind of make hair clips. Why not? So I initially started my business years ago before the pandemic. I mean, eBay really even wasn't on the forefront yet, right? So I used to go to the salons and I used to pitch them and say, hey, I made these hair clips. You want to buy them? And they're like, yeah, why not? And back then it was like a little easier to kind of segue your way into like salons. And then I went to nursing school. I became an ER nurse. And then boom, the pandemic hit. So everything came to a halt. And then kind of like when the world shut down and everybody was like running around, like we're all like chickens in the ERs with our heads cut off, and the mask supply kind of went shortened. I said, you know what? We need to do something. Like we cannot be short on masks. Like we got to protect ourselves. We need to protect others. So what I did is I ran the Michaels, I ran the Joannes, and literally, I probably still have pictures in my camera phone somewhere. I'm sure I do. I was sewing in my living room in between those long, stressed out 12-hour shifts. And that reignited my fire because I sat there, I was wearing masks. I mean, I took pants. I mean, we were down to nothing, right? So we were just trying to figure something out. And I'm sitting here and I'm sewing, I'm bringing them to work. One day I was at Starbucks and, everything was shut down. Starbucks kept open. And people were like, I really like your masks. And I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. And I was like, well, I kind of make them. And one lady's like, you do? And I was like, yeah. And I had like designer inspired material. I'm like, it just started to grow, but I was kind of like doing it for myself. And the next thing, I'm like, yeah, I have them. Do you want to buy them? And it just reignited something. I said, you know what? Not only am I giving back to the community, but I have this other side of me that I love to tap in with my creativity. So why not? Why not do it? So that's kind of like the short version. I'm going to share a lot of that juicy information for like when we're on stage and we're all working together, because I want to empower people that have ideas on how to take something from one level to the next.
Wow. You're
a mouthful.
Yes. I didn't realize that you were actually a nurse in the ER and you became one right before the pandemic. How about that? I mean, I got to tell you that people are placed in specific places at certain times of their lives for a very specific reason. And through it all, you found something to give you life and ignite your fire, as you said, within the midst of this chaos. Oh my goodness. So thank you for everything that you did in the ER, by the way.
No problem.
Oh my, so Tina, go ahead if you had any questions for Sharon.
Yes, I do have a question for you because I think you did something that a lot of women want to do, but they're scared, to just go out on a leap of faith and do what they want. They're used to that all their life. They've been told you have to go to school, you have to go to a job, you have to do this. Can you say a little something, not too much, because we do want to inspire people to come. If you guys didn't know, if you're just watching it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Fitness on Fire, X standing for experience, because anything you do with us, the Fitness on Fire, right?
The Fitness on Fire experience. It's very important that we don't leave out words.
So if you look on the bottom, the Fitness on Fire experience, that is our YouTube channel. So if you're watching this, please subscribe. But what I was going to say is we're doing a women's empowerment event. It's August 13th. It's on a Saturday. We have a Bogo special going on right now. So the tickets are normally $125, but till the end of this month, they're half price. So you get the opportunity for you and a friend to come. Besides having wonderful speakers like Sharon, we're going to have vendors there and get one-on-one time. So say, for example, you say, you know what, Sharon, you started your own business. I'm talking about like during lunch or after, you get to do that as well. But Sharon, I'd like you to share a little bit of how you feel now. Are you wishing to go back? Are you excited where you are? Just real quick, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. So, like, with my business, Chitch, it's just like my beauty boutique. Listen, a lot of people get comfortable. And I always say to myself, like, you have to kind of be a risk taker sometimes in life in order to grow and kind of get to like the next level. Um, I feel like I served my purpose as an ER nurse, but now my focus needs to tap into my creativity side. So there's a lot of fear behind that. People are used to, like you said, really quick. We're used to those 9 to 5 jobs typically. Not that there's anything wrong with that, a bi-weekly paycheck. And there's always the I wish I could have, would have, should have. And there's never going to be a perfect time. You just have to jump in, take that leap of faith, be passionate, believe in yourself. It's going to take time. Like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. But once you start getting that little bit of a reward and you network with amazing other women, it's very gratifying. And then sometimes you have to give yourself a tap on your own shoulder and be like, you know what? I'm glad I did that. I'm going to have good days and bad days, but you just have to power through it.
Hey, I told Carmel if I would have gone to an event like this 10 years ago, how differently my life would have changed. What are your thoughts on women's empowerment? Like, do you think this is important, doing an event like this for women? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah. And you know what? I really do think it is, because I love to do face to face. I mean, like with the pandemic, so many things have changed. We all went to home workouts. We all got used to talking in front of like computer screens. But now I think we're getting through that portion of life and we're getting back to that normalcy, so to speak. So I think attending an event like this, and like you're saying, having that one-on-one time is going to be so empowering for women. And with the multitude of different speakers, I mean, there's going to be something for everyone. We're all going to sprinkle something that's going to make them feel like, you know what, that person's relating to what I'm going through, or I needed to hear that today, to kind of leave here, feel so invigorated that they're going to take a new step in life in a new direction.
Oh my gosh. Okay, last question. Because we were talking about the swag bags, and I'm so excited about what's going to be in these bags. When we first were talking, Carmel was like lashes. What are your thoughts about lashes in a swag bag?
Lashes?
Are you a lash?
Okay. Let me come close. I don't know if you can kind of like see mine on a little bit, but
I see them.
Right? Listen, lashes are great. I mean, why can't we feel beautiful, and just carry that through the day? I think there's no right or wrong. Like today, I'm wearing a hat. I made this hat. It was a hat day. Some days I blow my hair out. Whatever you feel makes you feel beautiful. Throw those lashes on, girl. Why not? Make it.
Yay,
I am
yay,
totally
yay.
on game for that. Absolutely.
Thanks,
I
Sharon.
love it. I love it. Carmel, do you have anything else to ask her or add to it?
No, there was something that you had said, Tina, before that Sharon did touch upon it about coming into this in more or less intimate setting, right? Because I feel like we've all been to bigger events, and Tina, you had touched on that another time. We've been to the big events where the Tony Robbins is on stage or whoever's on stage is like, yes, and then we go home and we still feel really small, right? Well, this is our opportunity to be in a much more intimate setting where we can really relate to you, Sharon, and we can relate to all the other speakers, and we can relate to the vendors, and we know that, hey, she's just like me.
Right.
And if Sharon could do it, if she could come from the ER and still want to tap into her creativity, who said that that's wrong? And she wants to do it with lashes. Oh, by golly, I want to do that too. So I think it's fantastic. And I'm excited that you're a part of the panel.
Oh, thank you.
Carmel, I want to add something to just what you said, because it goes both ways when you go to these events, because I've been to a lot of events, from the Tony Robbins, the Eric Thomas, like all those, they're so huge. You're so tiny. They have you write all these notes, and while you're there, you're motivated. You're standing up, you're like, yay, and then you go home. Not to say that you forget about it, but life goes on. And then you have those other events, and this has happened for me. I'm not telling you what happens for some people. And I've been to a couple events like this, and the people on the stage are so, I don't even know the word to describe them. It just makes me feel little, like, oh my gosh, I've done nothing. Like, I don't know. And I found, and a lot of people at, the event, I said, how do you feel? And they said, because, they were doctors and just like very stuffy. And so I love the fact our people are super grounded. We're going to be dancing, we're going to be partying, just having a whole great time. And if you guys didn't know, if you're getting a VIP ticket, you will be invited to our pre-party. Our pre-party will be doing a little luau party, and you're also invited to our brunch. One of the speakers, she's going to be talking about finances. She's having a brunch at her house, and we're going to do a photo shoot, and it's just going to be so girly. It's going to be amazing. So if you're looking for a weekend getaway to empower yourself, this is the one you want to get to. And I say, maybe you're that person and you're just like, I don't know what to do with my life. I hate where I am, and you want to move ahead. You want to come. If you're there and you're looking for your passion, or maybe you're crushing life and you're like, I got this.
That's
Then
right.
you want to come.
That's
Yes, exactly. And,
That's right.
and network. Oh my gosh, this is
Yes.
going to be the best networking opportunity. And that's how this all began, guys. Let's think about it. Carmel, I met on an app called Clubhouse, saw her on Instagram, and I felt her energy. And I'm an energy type of person. Sharon, I actually knew her, but this was like 6 years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago. I don't know that I met Sharon. But again, it's the energy. And for me, your vibe is your tribe, right?
Yes.
Where's your yes, our vibe is up, our energy is up. And she taught me this new avatar thing. Did I send you a message yet, Carmel, with the avatar face?
Yeah, it's not new, Tina. It's about 6 years old, but it's nice that you're new to it. It's fun. It's fun when you learn something new.
Well, why'd you have to tell her that now?
I was so excited. I was like, oh.
No, it's
Keep
true.
having fun with it, girlfriend. Keep having fun with it.
Okay. She's like, it's old, Tina. Is that why you didn't reply? Is that why?
I replied, Chica,
but you didn't say, wow, that's so cool. Like me, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. How do I do it? I was sending everybody messages. But anyway, guys, tap in, have some fun. If you want to make more money, if you want to get more in touch with yourself, because this is one of the speakers, she's going to be talking about entrepreneurship. So if you're just starting, you want to get started, or you're established, definitely want to come. We have someone talking about finances. And when I say she's all about the money, whew, I've known her for years. She also builds websites and that sort of stuff. Yes, make it rain. And if you're that woman and you're kind of like in that menopause part of your life and you're like, what is going on? We have a doula coming here to just get you in tune with yourself. It's just, what's another one I'm excited about? The entrepreneur.
We have the spirituality and
spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really working on a man. There is a man that we've spoken to. She says we're funny. Are we really? And I like the perspective. There will be men. Men are invited. And let me tell you why. First of all, men have wives. They have daughters. They have nieces. They have other women in their life. And sometimes a man can support a woman by inviting her or bringing her. And so I just wanted to share that as well. We're rambling. Oh my gosh. You did great, Sharon. How do you feel? You were so nervous.
No, well, it was the Google Chrome. I was like, why isn't that working? You know me, give me a mic, girl. I'd like you're like, you know me, you're gonna have to cut me off and like get her off.
Yeah, I'm telling, and this is real, guys. This is real because I'm telling you, when she would teach spin, you would hear her like down the street, and I'm just like, now I know what people think about me sometimes because I'm like, all right, already, that's enough.
You know
anyway.
and it's like, and I always say that, like that aura, sometimes it's very inviting to some people, and then sometimes my energy is not for other people, but that's okay. We got to learn that that's okay too. And like, even with the event, there's going to be something for everyone. And like you were saying, and I love Eric Thomas and I love Gary Vee, and like, there's so many motivational speakers, right? That I'm sure we can all relate to. But the key is, how are we going to get them to go away with something? And that's why, like the girl from the finances and the spirituality, like I'm already ready to dive in because like I'm like, yes, I can relate to that. And I'm like, wow, is that a hot flash? Or is it because it's 90 degrees in New Jersey? What's going on? You know, so I think that the goal is to get them excited, which I'm really happy to be a part of, share our stories and get them from point A to point B. Knowing that, listen, if you can start in the trunk of your car, you can do anything.
Yes. And if you're ready to buy tickets, just click that link right there. Fitness on Fire X. We have a BOGO special. Tickets are $125 till the end of the month. They're half price. And then we have our VIP. That's the special. I should probably put the VIP on the site. I kind of forgot that one. But now I'm remembering. Anyway, loving you guys. So excited about this event. And we're out. Bye.
Bye.